You know, I would have done another fun intro like the superhero part of this tag, but I'm very sick right now, so fun. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Steph, and today we're here with, first of all, nasally voice, because sickness, and also the supervillains tags, because there's nothing more diabolical than the intense sickness that hit me after seeing Love, Simon. I think it was probably because it was raining, and it was cold, and I already kind of had a sore throat, and then whatever, at least I got to see Love, Simon while I was well enough to function, because the day after, I could hardly hear. The voice was gone. It was a mess, okay? So today, to go along with the superhero tag, which was my last video, if you didn't see it, it'll be in the icon description down below because I'm self-promoting garbage. Hello, welcome to my channel. Today, we are doing the part 2, which is the supervillains tag. So, fun times, because villains always have more fun. The first question in this tag is, a villain that makes sense. For this one, I kind of had two answers. I had either the Squip from Be More Chill, because, yeah, I see technology enslaving us and wanting to take over. That really makes sense to me. The robots are eventually going to rule anyway, so, yeah, I see it happening. And another villains that makes sense to me are the Diamonds from Steven Universe, because I had to make this about Steven Universe, because I'm trash like that. Diamond's whole thing is racking up as many planets under their rule as they can. They use these other planets to colonize and to grow their other gems, and once that planet is donezo, they move on to the next one. To fuel their ever-growing army and to enable themselves to make more gems, they need to go on to all these different planets and just use up the resources. Is it right? No, not at all, but it makes sense why they're doing it. I mean, have you seen Homeworld? It's kind of dead. Number 2 is a villain that is misunderstood. And like in the original tag, I honestly can't remember at the moment if he answered, this was his answer for number 1 or number 2. But I'm going to say Dr. Freeze, because his backstory is just so messed up. And his wife was so sick, so he froze her until he could develop the cure. That's so sweet. And honestly, if he wasn't being villainous about how he was doing it, he would be some kind of hero or some kind of like protagonist that you would feel for. And even as a villain, you feel for him, because that's the love of his life he's trying to save, and he froze her to eventually save her, and it really sucks. Number 3, a villain that you like more than the protagonist. And honestly, for this one, I'm gonna say, at times, in the book series Supervillain High, which I've beta read and I've talked about in videos before, I would say the Drone King. He is the main villain of the series. Well, not really the main villain of the series. He is He's the father of one of the main characters, who also happens to be a supervillain. And there's some really cool fight scenes between him and other heroes and stuff, so that's really cool. At times, I like his parts more, even though they're very minimal, I like his parts more than the main protagonist parts. I don't know, it's a fun series, but there are just times I'd like to focus more on the super aspects rather than the cool stuff, but it was still fun to read. I'd recommend checking it out. Number 5, your favorite female villains. This one, I'm totally going to go for Karai from TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that franchise, because so many different iterations. The main one is that she's a high-ranking member of the Foot Clan, and so you have this badass ninja chick taking on the Turtles. Hell yeah, sometimes she turns into their ally, sometimes she doesn't. In the most recent one from Nickelodeon, isn't she Shredder's daughter? Or is she... Was she Shredder's daughter? There's some iterations where she is Shredder's daughter, where there's no relation, where she was actually Master Splinter's daughter and was taken away and raised by Shredder to believe she's his daughter. There's so many iterations. I'm mixing them all up right now because, like I said, I'm sick and dying. So, Karai is badass, and I love her as a female villain. An occasional anti-hero because, like I said, sometimes she joins Turtles and all that fun stuff. I would also say the Diamonds from Steven Universe. I love getting to know them more as the series progresses. I love that we finally got to see Pink Diamond, and we get to see that she may actually be defective compared to all the other diamonds. She may actually be a defective diamond, which is really interesting, and it just raises so many more questions for the series, and I absolutely love that, and I can't wait to see more episodes. Give them to us, Rebecca Sugar. Number 6, a villain you would erase from literature or history. So this one, I'm going to go with literature, and I'm just going to say the classic Voldemort. I mean, he was basically basically the Hitler of Harry Potter. Let's face it, he wanted to kill Muggleborns, like any like mudbloods. Such a dirty word to say. Honestly, Harry deserved better. Harry deserved to be raised by his parents. He didn't deserve to have his parents murdered just because of his prophecy. And Neville Longbottom deserved better, okay? Neville deserved to be raised by his parents, not be raised by his grandmother just to go to St. Mundungus and see his parents in this messed up state. Like, they're still alive, but it's all scrambled up there, and it's heartbreaking. Can you tell Neville's one of my favorite characters from Harry Potter? Because Neville Longbottom deserved better, damn it. If it wasn't for Voldemort, he would have his parents too. Number 7. Who or what has been the greatest villain in your life? And for that, there is no other answer than anxiety, because goddamn anxiety. Let's have a fun little story time in the midst of this video about what back when I was in ROTC in high school, okay? We were in charge of, this was either my sophomore or junior year. We were doing like these, we were split into groups, and we were all in charge of our own little drill sections where we practice marching and stuff, practice doing commands. It was my turn to be up front, and as soon as I got in front of it was only like 4 or 6 people in my group, mind you. As soon as I got in front of them, I froze, and okay, I was gonna really quick switch out with someone in my group. And the instructor's like, nope, Stephanie, I want you to stay there, and I want you to do it. And, like, I just start shaking, I start freaking out. I ended up having to get pulled into the classroom, and we had, like, the whole section of classrooms connected, so we had, like, our classroom, quarterdeck, and the office. I ended up having to sit in the office to calm down. I ended up going into the next period because I was freaking out and crying. Like, I was a pathetic mess. And thank God the teacher was very understanding. He wrote me a note. He may have been very strict, but he was also very... he understood things like that, and he was there for you. So, I'm thankful for that. And thankfully he wrote me a note and didn't just kick me out as soon as the bell rang, because I needed a little bit after the bell rang to really calm down. It was something so simple. And these were my friends. It's not like these were complete strangers to me. These were my friends, some of my really close friends, and I just completely broke down. Because it's the anxiety of, oh god, what if I say something wrong? What if I instruct him to do something wrong? Just in that moment, it was too much. Anxiety, and it's still not gone. Anxiety is still constantly there. It's gotten a bit better. Like when I worked at Target, like I worked on the phones a lot. They had me at as the operator a lot, which means you stand by the dressing room, you let people in and out of the dressing room, you answer the phone, and send it out to people throughout the store who need to answer the call and look up things for guests. So that was like very stressful. Like anxiety definitely played a part. Like sometimes like just talking to people on the walkie-talkie, very, very anxiety-inducing, but it helped my anxiety a bit. And doing things like these comic conventions I've talked about in some of my previous videos, what I like to do outside of BookTube and things like that, that helps the anxiety too, because I'm out there. I'm dressed as a character most of the time, so it's easier for me to like go around and have fun. But anxiety is something that's ever present in my life, and it's always looming over me, and I hate it. It's the constant antagonist of my life. Antagonist. Whoa. Antagonist. Antagonist. Number 8. What film would you want to read more about or see in their own movie? And honestly, since The Incredibles 2 is coming out later this year, hell yeah, it's finally happening. I want to learn more about the Underminer. I want his backstory. I want to know why he decided the Underminer. I want to know why he decided that exact moment to strike. I want to know what he was really doing. I want to learn more about the Underminer, and I know we're going to get a little bit, not really as in depth as I want, but we're going to get a little bit because of when The Incredibles 2 picks up literally right after the first Incredibles. So we're going to get a little bit about the Underminer. We might hear more about his dastardly plan. But I really want, like, if we could get like a comic or a little comic series dedicated to the Underminer, that'd be great. And if that already exists, please link me. I want to check that out. Number 9, what's your favorite BookTube villains do you tag? I don't want to call them villains. I like all these channels, but for the sake of this tag, my evil villain crew shall consist of, ow, I hit my nose, Liberty Labra, Flynn's Banter, and Literary Gladiators. I almost pronounced that wrong. Like, you don't understand how many times it took me to pronounce that with the sickness. Ah! All 3 of their channels will be linked down below. Go check them out because I tag them. Tag your its. What else do I need to say here? I don't know. I want to go take a nap. That's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if my voice is especially annoying today because I know it's annoying me. It's all nasally, so fun. Remember, I am still holding a giveaway on this channel. If you'd like a chance to win a copy of the book, I'll be here all week. You can check out that video right here. If you would like to check out my last video, which was the superheroes tag, which kind of goes with this one, you can click that video like right here. If you want to subscribe, my face will be somewhere right here. And yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today. Hope you have a lovely day / night, and I'll see you later.